I am Dr. Ushwinder Kaur Popli, Professor and Dean, Department of Social Work, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. Today I will be discussing on social work as a profession, purpose and objectives. In this lecture, I will look at the makings of the profession and overview the various ways in which social workers have approached the issue. After completing this lecture, the learners will be able to understand the professional nature of social work, learn to differentiate it from charity or voluntary work, identify key elements of a profession, explore debates around social work's professional status, understand its goals and objectives, and grasp the comprehensive definition provided by the International Federation of Social Workers, IFSW. This lecture outlines the ongoing challenge social work faces in defining their professional identity. Drawing on the role theory, it explains that this difficulty arises from the wide range of roles social workers perform and the varying public perceptions of their work. While social workers see themselves as professionals with diverse responsibilities, society may view them in conflicting ways, making it hard to establish a unified and accepted professional definition. Understanding voluntary versus professional action. Voluntary action and professional social work both aim at supporting those in need, but they differ fundamentally in purpose, structure, and approach. Historically, voluntary action is rooted in religious and cultural traditions of charity and altruism. All major world religions, including Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, Judaism, and Zoroastrianism, have emphasized compassion and services to others. Voluntary action is characterized by an altruistic desire to help, no expectation of material reward, a personal sense of duty and moral responsibility. In India, Shramdan, voluntary mutual labor for collective welfare, is often mistaken for social work. Though noble, it lacks the professional framework, specialized knowledge, and focus on intangible human needs central to social work. In contrast, professional social work is structured, knowledge-based, and method-driven. According to Abraham Flexner, 1915, a profession involves intellectual activity with professional responsibility. Secondly, is grounded in science and learning. Thirdly, it has a practical and definite purpose. Fourth, it possesses teachable techniques. Fifth, it tends to self-organize. And sixth, it altruistically motivated. Ernest Greenwood in 1957 added that professions must have societal sanction, a code of ethics, regulation, and a shared professional culture. While social work exhibits many of these features, debates continue on whether it fully qualifies as a profession due to its evolving nature or challenges in gaining universal societal approval. Looking at the purpose and objectives of social work aims to promote human well-being by enhancing people's capacities, ensuring social justice, and reforming systems that limit rights and opportunities. It is rooted in a commitment to alleviate poverty, oppression, and discrimination, guided by person in environment (PIE) perspective and a respect for human diversity. The multiple objectives of social work are: number one, to enhance human well-being and alleviate poverty, oppression, and other forms of societal injustice; to enhance the social functioning and interactions of individuals, families, groups, organizations, and communities by involving them in accomplishing goals, developing resources, and preventing and alleviating distress. It also formulates and implements social policies, services, and programs that meet basic human needs and support the human development capacities, to pursue policies, services, and resources through advocacy and social and political actions that promote social and economic justice, to develop and use research, knowledge, and skills that advance social work practice, to develop and apply practice in a context of diverse cultures. Despite its wide scope, social work struggles with a clear identity. Its dual focus on both individual change and systemic reforms leads to tensions and ambiguity, especially in places like North America, where public recognition and funding are inconsistent. Specializations within the field adds further complexity, with various branches such as casework, group work, and community organization often lacking coherence. Historically, social work has shifted between individual focused and structural interventions. In India, the profession has similarly evolved with specializations in medical, psychiatric, and family welfare emerging post independence. Experts like Mandal and Ijaz argue that an indigenized approach focusing more on preventive and macro based practice while also adapting casework to reflect cultural realities. Looking at the future trends in social work, the future trends highlight increasing social and economic disparities, particularly for vulnerable populations like elderly, women, children. Elizabeth Clark in 2003 and Ajit Kumar in 2002 offer insights into the evolving future of social work in the US and India. Clark emphasizes that American social work must adapt to emerging needs, especially under conservative governments and shrinking public resources. Future challenges include increased vulnerability among certain populations like the elderly, disparities in access to health and mental health care, and the growing importance of political activism, advocacy, and community resource mobilization. She foresees a shift towards integrated service delivery, rising use of technology, and growth in the field like forensic and corporate social work, with the national and international practice shaping the profession's development role. Kumar, reflecting on India, critiques the over-reliance on market and industrial growth to address social issues. Despite some progress, major problems like poverty, illiteracy, and malnutrition persist, compounded by systemic corruption and inefficiency. As inequality deepens and state capacity weakens, Kumar warns that marginalized individuals, the cast-offs, the development, will be left to social workers. However, their role in addressing structurally rooted issues will remain limited without a broader systemic change.